So because we have so many policy changes moving at once, and immigration, which can affect labor supply, definitely is in the mix. Now, it's going to take some time to unpack these numbers because it's not
Sure.
as easy to tell the story here, right? Because the immigration stories, we've had, inflows into the country like really shut down. So you would think you'd start seeing slower job gains. It could put some downward pressure on the unemployment rate, but here we've got solid job gains and the unemployment rate moving down. So there's a lot going on under the hood. And I think that's where you can get some pretty mixed signals. I will say, if you look, like this is one data release, it is very important. But if we look broadly across many other, sources that we have, there is a direction of slowing in the labor market that we are likely to see. We didn't see it today. That's great, but we're gonna, have to figure out what's going on under the hood here.
On a directional basis, Paul, can we have a moment of silence for Anna Wong?
Sure. I mean,
she's just killing it.
I don't know.
Her vector was a higher number than survey.
Yep. I mean,
she didn't nail 147, but
she was at 120. Above consensus. It's that whole Chicago thing, Tom. They're smart.
It is. Well, not like Michigan, but come on, Claudia, hang up the phone.
Exactly.
Go to Claudia here.
Exactly, Claudia. When you look at the labor market here, it seems we've heard a term over the last 4 or 5 years: labor hoarding. Is that an economic concept you learned in school?
So I think, this was a concept that came out of after the pandemic when it was so difficult to rehire workers and we had the labor shortages. And we still see the imprints of that. We got the JOLTS data for May, and it showed that we are in this low firing but low hiring environment, which kind of fits that idea of, once you get the worker, you keep them on, but maybe you don't expand the workforce. So that has been a feature of the labor market now for several months. We haven't seen an event that really spikes up the layoffs. So, things have kept moving along, but that is, I think, something you could describe in the data.
Dr. Sahm, one final question. We got a 4.1% statistic. Sarah Wolf takes it out to 8 decimal points. Forget about that. But the fact is, I've got Chairman Powell, a July meeting, a 4.1% statistic, and a basic nominal GDP mystery, which is sort of kind of like pretty good animal spirit. How do you do a rate cut with a 4.1% number?
But I think the other thing to add in this, you've got an inflation rate that's been above 2% for 4 years, right? It's you don't see the deterioration in the labor market right now. And so the problem still remains that inflation is too high. So I think this makes it difficult for the Fed to say we're going to start cutting